Hello everybody and welcome back to Atelier Meruru. I am jumping in right back where we left off in the last video. We had just made the rime crystal and we are now going to be making our super amazing ice item, the ice cascade bomb that is going to allow us to get to the very center of Mount Velis and to hopefully stop it from erupting. So this is a high level item. It's a level 45 alchemy leveled item. You need the rime crystal you created, 1 piece of black ore, 3 nimbus stones, and 1 liquid solvent to make this. It's gonna take 3 days to make. Overall, not an incredibly difficult item to make, but arguably very important. And we only need 1 of them. Quality and traits does not matter.
This is the ultimate trump card! This is just what I need to defeat the Volcano Incarnate! I'm sure of it! Let's do this!
And now, with our bomb in tow, we are going to make our way out to the world map and towards Mount Velis. And of course, the statue that I had commissioned is also now finished. Our adventurer level can go above 50, and our population has increased by 3,000 people. I had made a point of mentioning when Sturk and Meruru had capped their level that their experience was still going up although their level wasn't. And that's because their experience has actually been compiling. And once you build a legendary statue and you are able to get to a higher level, all of that experience you've gained will actually roll into a new level for you. So you don't actually have a bunch of wasted experience. It should go past 50 automatically, which I think is really nice. When I get into a battle in the volcano and I gain some experience, it should add on the additional experience I have, and it should level me up automatically. So hopefully by the time I get down to the bottom of the volcano, I will be a couple of levels stronger. There is unfortunately no shortcut to get down to the bottom. It's just that I have to walk quite a ways to get down there, whether I like it or not. So I do apologize. This does feel like somewhat of a repeat of what we had just done a couple of videos ago. But I will try my best to make haste as we get down to business. We do have to fight the dragon that guards the way. Unfortunately, there is no way around him. Although it may be a good thing, it will allow me to get a little bit of additional experience. And it should add a couple of levels onto my characters. I'm not in the mood to fight these enemies, so I'm just gonna go ahead and run away from them. But he has me cornered. That's really strange. Usually I can get away, but I was actually shoved right in the corner. I couldn't get away. That's a little bit annoying. But fortunately these enemies are a little bit lower than my level, so it is very easy for me to run away. So here we go against the dragon once again, round 2. We'll see if I can defeat this guy in a faster time than what I did last time, although I'm not exactly counting. I had mentioned that I had also fixed all of my party's equipment. You can see now that they do elemental damage. They do each element when they attack, which is like having 5 attacks in one. It's really nice. They also have a perk that allows them to absorb and get some HP when they attack. I'm having to use less healing items, and these enemies that are weak to a lot of the elements are taking more damage than they normally would. I'm not even having to use items in this battle. I'm just going to whack them with my weapons until they die. This is also a really good way to get some really good chaining. As you can see, both Mimi and Sturk's gauge have gone up significantly. And Mimi's special is all ready to go.
Take this! Can you even keep up? We're almost done! Now take on! Now I've got you! Go ahead! Keep on begging! That's more like it!
And of course that finished him off. Probably not necessary, but it serves as a nice warm-up for what is to come. As you can see here, with the experience we've gained and all of our previous experience, Meruru is level 54, Sturk is 56, and Mimi is 52. So everybody has gained a couple of levels.
I'm getting stronger.
And I do hope that that is going to be of some use to me as we approach the bottom of the volcano. And of course we don't have to fight the other dragon, seeing as how he is completely optional, so I am going to skip him and go right to where we need to go. I think that battle only took me about a minute, and I managed to save all of my MP, I managed to save all of my items and resources, and I do believe I'm also mostly healed. The key to this game and doing it very quickly is to have really good weapons and armor. And it took me a little while to be able to upgrade to this point, but I finally have. And you can see just how easy it was for me to defeat that enemy in no time flat, whereas it took me a lot longer last time I did it. And it should make this battle a little bit easier as well. So there's no turning back now. We have come all the way to the bottom of the volcano. Of course, we need to go to the edge where we can examine the spot that we had examined last time. Meruru had said that she's not able to go any further, but that will no longer be a problem. The ice crystal is going to make a platform for us by cooling the lava, so that we're able to reach the beast. So here we go.
I should be getting near the volcano's core. Ugh, it's so hot. Is the Volcano Incarnate ever gonna show up? What's that noise? Is it awake now? Boy, I really hope I can pull this off. I've got my secret weapon ready to go anytime. But should I use it?
Now you can back out if you'd like by not using your bomb, but we're gonna go for it.
All right. I'm ready. Let's do this! Awesome! I can keep going now. You just wait, Volcano Incarnate! This is the Volcano Incarnate? Look how big it is! And those flames! I can't let it get down to Arls. It seems to be moving really slow. I guess it's just like Rufus said. It hasn't completely awakened yet. Okay, it's time to tackle this problem right now!
This is the Legendary Volcano Incarnate, who to me looks exactly like a legendary Pokemon. That is the first thing I thought when I saw this guy. His official name is Air Shatter. By this point in the game, you should be level 50 or above, so you will probably not have too much difficulty with this guy. But like a lot of the bosses that I have been fighting it's probably going to take us a little while to whittle this guy's HP down and to defeat him. So he has a variety of attacks, and on his turn he will attack multiple times, which is something to watch out for. Make sure to keep your party healthy and well healed. He is a fire enemy. He does primarily fire damage. However, he seems to soak up a lot of other elemental damage really well. So I would recommend using as many items as you can until you find something that works. Obviously, ice is going to work best. Lightning is going to do somewhat decent damage, but stay away from fire completely because he will pretty much ignore it and it won't do anything at all. As for other things that he can do, he has both single and multi-targeting attacks that are mostly fire. It is going to be helpful if you have some sort of equipment that is going to protect you against fire damage, because he can also reduce your resistance to fire. He can make you more vulnerable to his fire attacks, which is going to make you have more damage done to you on his turn. He can nullify all of your buffs that you've done, which can be a pain if you're trying to get the upper hand, of course. He can heal. And if there's anything else that comes up, I'll let you know, but I'm drawing a blank on what else he can do. He has a variety of different attacks, and he's somewhat unpredictable. I find it hard to predict an attack pattern with him. I just try and prepare for any type of attack that he has. So of course I'm going to try and chain the best that I can. I'm going to try and use my most effective items to my ability. And I'm going to wait for my special abilities to be able to show up, which of course is going to do a lot of damage and give me the upper hand. He's also susceptible to status effects. As you can see, he's cursed, he's got blind, and he was poisoned, which may give you a good advantage as well. With Mimi, I am using her special attacks until her MP runs out, just to do the max amount of damage. With Sturk, I'm just attacking like I would normally.
I'll take your place.
And that is going to be my strategy, a very basic rinse and repeat type strategy. And of course I've come prepared for death with nectars if I need them.
This should help.
I've also got auto alarms, although that doesn't seem to be doing me much good. I've got healing bells, I've got elixirs.
This better be fun.
And I've also got meteors, which I actually should be using to do a little bit of damage in between turns. Right now I think healing is more important though, so I'll probably do that on my next turn.
Watch yourself.
And by now I think we've seen all of his attacks that he has, so that's pretty much all that is to be expected is what he is using right now. So it gives you a good idea of what this guy is capable of and what to expect. And that Lava Storm ability is going to attack in between turns. It's kind of going to be like Meteor. It's going to have that type of effect. Unfortunately, it's going to do that indefinitely until the battle is over. So that's kind of annoying because it's like he gets an additional turn each time. And it looks like we're doing pretty good so far. Everyone is pretty up and up with the healing, although they do have some pretty annoying status effects. All of their powers have been reduced, which is probably going to work at my disadvantage. Hopefully not too much of a disadvantage though. I do hope that this battle is going to go smoothly. And of course, both of my characters have equipment that allows them to be more resistant to fire damage. Not Meruru, I think. I still have to make a better piece of armor for her, but she does have the weapon with all of the elements on it, which is extremely helpful. I'm going to hold on to my elixirs, but I am going to try and use another spirit stone and see what that does. Process of elimination, I'm going to keep trying items until I find the one that's most effective, but honestly, attacking I think is what is most effective and what does the most damage at this point. Mimi's run out of MP, but I'm not too worried about it. He doesn't have that much fight left in him. Now, when he does this, the silence grows near, excuse me. I don't actually know what that does, to be truthful. I've always finished this battle off in a somewhat timely manner. I'm not sure if the battle ends or in the volcano explodes or if it gives off a super special powerful attack. If someone could let me know, that would be great.
On my honor, I come! Lightning shall strike and destroy you all! Such is the wrath of my justice!
This guy is really tough. That 1500 damage barely touched him. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break out an elixir here. I'm going to use Mimi's special.
Hey there! Where are you even looking? We're just about done right now!
The silence. The end is near. Please don't blow up all of Arls. I'm trying really hard to prevent that. I would be really disappointed if there was a way for this boss to run away or for you to get a game over if you didn't defeat the boss on time. I really don't like boss battles that are on a timer. I guess in a way I can understand why that would be for this game, just because of the logic they're going with. But it would still be really unfair because this is a really tough enemy. He's a tough guy. He is not going to give up easily.
You haven't defeated me yet. I come!
But I think that we're going to end up victorious. He's getting tired, and we are definitely getting tired too. My healing bell isn't going to heal for a couple of turns, so just to be safe, I'm going to break out another elixir. And his attacks are getting more frequent and more deadly, which is why it's important to try and get this battle finished in a timely manner, because of course the longer that it goes on, the tougher it's going to be. I of course could have probably come better prepared for this. I most likely could have made some more powerful items. I could have tried to make an item that would take off some of these nasty weakened effects, but I also feel like I couldn't have really prepared much better. I feel like I've done a pretty good job in preparing.
Let's use this.
I've upgraded a lot of equipment. I'm a really high level. I have confidence in my team. We've taken down lots of baddies before. Try as he might, we're not giving up. Let's try and chain some attacks together, shall we? Let's use a monster pot.
Here. This one's mine.
We're almost back up and fully healed. And it looks like Mimi also has another special that she can use. Which I'm hoping is going to draw the battle to being a little bit more near the end.
This should help.
Good thing I've got lots of elixirs. At this point, there's no point in being stingy with items.
Take this! Can you even keep up? We're almost done. Now take off! Now I've got you! Go ahead! Keep on begging! That's more like it!
And Mimi again has finished off another very powerful boss. And it looks like Arls is going to be saved.
Well,
Air Shatter has been defeated.
Woohoo!
So it's a done deal. Meruru is now level 55. Sturk leveled up as well. And we can go back to Arls and tell them the good news.
Woo! We did it! Everyone's probably waiting. I should hurry back and give them the good news.
Excellent. For defeating him, you get 100 development points. Our kingdom is now able to rank up too, which is nice. We'll now be able to get the final rank up for the kingdom. There is nothing to collect behind where you defeated Air Shatter, and you can't get over to the other side of the volcano. Okay, so there is very little left for me to really do in the game. I say we return back to Arls and deliver the good news to the people, seeing as how I just saved them from becoming burnt to a crisp.
Lord Dessier, the princess has arrived.
Ah, she's back! Has she returned safely?
I'm back!
Meruru!
What's wrong, Father? Why are you yelling? Don't tell me I'm in trouble again.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that, well, you were gone for so long.
You worry too much, Father. I'm fine. And I took down that stupid Air Shatter.
I see. So you were able to defeat the Volcano Incarnate then? Well, I'm glad you returned safe and sound.
Like I said, I took him down. The earthquakes have stopped, right?
Well, now that you mention it, but did you really subdue the spirit? How did you manage that?
He had just woken up, so he wasn't at full power. Plus, that recipe you gave me really came in handy.
Is that so?
Aren't you happy, Father?
Oh, of course. I'm very grateful that the Volcano Incarnate is taken care of. Development can now get back on track. But more importantly, your safe return is the best news I could have received.
Father, I'm sorry I made you worry.
No matter. Tonight we feast. We will celebrate the return of my daughter and the defeat of the Volcano Incarnate.